That's hello, 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 hello.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're on.
Yep.
We are back in the Red Bull Sound Space here at KROQ with Breakfast with Sting, ladies and gentlemen.
I was a little bit surprised when we met Sting about a half hour before he came out, because I always apologize to bands because this is usually a terrible time for them to play. Sting said, "This is great, I love it." And I think he meant it.
No, my dad was a milkman, and he used to get me up at 4 o'clock every morning to help him deliver milk in the streets. So
That doesn't make you hate it?
No.
Okay.
I'm just used to it. I get up at 4 every morning. I don't deliver the milk anymore, but...
Even now, you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, I do.
Is that a creative time period for you?
Very.
You ever write songs at that time of day?
I try to. Yeah, I potter around the house and I start humming to myself, in the shower, as everybody does.
Somehow I feel like Sting singing in the shower is going to sound a little better than the rest of us singing in the shower, though. Let's bring it to November 11th, 2016, Sting. This is going to be a big day for a lot of your fans because your new record is coming out. 57th and 9th is the name of the album. And much has been made in the press of this is Sting's return to rock. This is the first time he's had something like this in a long, long time. And I wonder if it feels like that to you, or for you, it doesn't matter what you're creating. As long as you're creating, you don't care whether it's rock or Broadway or lute music or Christmas music or whatever it is.
I'd never thought I'd left rock and roll at all, but I've tried other things. For the past few years, I've made some kind of esoteric records, if you like. For me, the most important element in music is surprise, not only in what you play, but in what you choose to play. So if people are going to assume that I'm going to make a certain kind of record, I love that they're surprised when they hear the new one, and you will be. It's a surprising record. That is the key element. Surprise.
And you're going to play one of the songs from the new album coming up here in a couple of minutes at the breakfast.
I'm going to play it after the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
It's called I Can't Stop Thinking About You.
All right. We debuted that earlier this morning on KROQ. It's a fantastic song. We're very happy to have it. We are doing Breakfast with Sting. We've got some questions on the other side of the room if you want to look over there. Allie is standing with...
Hey, Allie.
First up, we have Annie, and she's from Torrance. What would you like to ask Sting?
Hi, Sting. You are fabulous. I wanted to ask you, The Last Ship is a fabulous musical, but I wanted to ask you, do you have any plans, and are you working on anything to return to musical theater as a writer or a performer?
Well, I had the best 5 years of my life, actually, on Broadway, writing and producing this play called The Last Ship. It's actually going to be on in Salt Lake City in 2 weeks' time, a new production of that. So I'm really excited about that. It has a life, it's ongoing, and it's a very exciting thing. So I hope you can come and see it.
Thank you.
Is that something you'd like to do again, though? I mean, would you ever want to...
In a New York minute, I would do that again. It's tough, but I loved it.
I was going to ask how tough it is compared with what you normally do.
Well, it's different. Broadway is a very demanding discipline, but it's so much fun. I mean, to work with all those great actors and singers and dancers and producers, and it's fantastic.
Speaking of acting, by the way, you don't do much of that yourself anymore, do you?
Well, I was in Zoolander 2, actually.
Yes, you were.
But what they hadn't explained to me was that there was a comedy. So I played it completely straight. So when you see the movie, you'll see me playing, like I'm in some sort of Shakespeare. And
Do you like that?
I loved it. I loved Zoolander 1. So.
No, I don't mean do you love Zoolander, although I did too. But do you like acting? Do you like when people come to you and pitch a project? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't say it's my vocation, but I sort of fell into it by accident. But yeah, it's fun. You get paid for sitting on a couch with Meryl Streep for 3 days. Are you kidding? And you get paid? Wonderful.
When you started putting the songs together for the new record coming out on November the 11th, did you have a whole bunch of songs that you had written that you had not been able to use because of the different kinds of projects you were doing, or did you start from scratch?
It was done pretty quickly. I always say I'm not making a record. I just invite my friends to the studio and say, let's just have fun. And the songs kind of materialized out of just fun and spontaneity, and it was done very, very quickly.
You can write a song in a jam session, essentially, right? Is that kind of how they started?
Well, you can write the bare bones of one, the feel of it, but then you have to take it home and think very seriously about what it's about. I like my songs to have a story, so that takes a little bit of brain matter. And apparently some recent research has found a brain inside here. So I was delighted by that.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
I just saw the story on Rolling Stone, I think, but I think it was from before. But they did a thing where they were looking at your brain with an MRI to see if a musician's brain is different from all of the rest of them.
What they found is that musicians use more of their brain listening to music than perhaps other people. But I was just delighted they found one. So
We are doing our breakfast with Sting here. We're Kevin and Bean here on the world famous KROQ. Let's hear another song. What do you guys think? What do you want to do for us here, sir?
this is an appropriate song. It's called All This Time.
Love it.
I looked out across the river today, saw a city in the fog and an old church tower where the seagulls play. Saw the sad, shy horses walking home in the sodium light. Two priests and a fairy, October geese on a cold winter's night. All this time, the river flowed endlessly to the sea. Two priests came around our house tonight. One young, one old, to offer prayers for the dying to serve the final rites. One to learn, one to teach which way the cold wind blows. Fussing and flapping and priestly black like a murder crow. All this time, the river flowed endlessly to the sea. If I had my way, I'd take a boat from the river and I'd bury the old man. I'd bury him at sea. Blessed are the poor, for they shall inherit the earth. It's better to be poor than be a fat man in the eye of a needle, so they say. As these words are spoken, I swear, I hear the old man laughing. What good is a used up world and how could it be worth having? All this time, the river flowed endlessly like a silent tear. All this time, the river flowed. Our Father, if Jesus they did, and how come we never lived here? Jesus told us, Romans with this face, I built a wall and a temple on the edge of the empire garrison town. They lived and they died, they prayed to their gods, but the strong God did not make a sound. And the empire crumbled till all that was left were the stones no workmen found. All this time, the river flowed in the fog light of the northern sun. If I had my way, I'd take a boat from the river, then go crazy in congregations. They only get better one by one. One by one. One by one by one. One by one. I looked at across the river city in the fog, and an old church tower where the sea goes low. Saw the sad child horses walking on, and the sodium lights. Two priests and the ferry, October geese and a cold winter's night.
How about that? All right. That's too good to be live. I don't know how they're doing it. This is a trick. There's no way they're playing that good live. That's crazy. Quick break, more of our Breakfast with Sting. We'll be back after this on KROQ.